one day this wooden crate arrived, and we opened it up, and it was the Boba Fett, the white plastic Boba Fett suit that Ralph and I had been working on designing. And George said, we don't have enough in the budget for 5,000 super troopers, so let's take this guy and turn him into a bounty hunter. So I said, well, I went to Jane Bay, and I said, I need a place to paint this thing. And she said, she handed me a set of keys. And she said, George has just leased a building in San Rafael at 3160 Kerner. It's empty, you can have any room you want. So I put the suit out on the ground to paint it. The other day, Friday actually, we shot our last 3210 interview for the Light and Magic Season 2 documentary in this very stage right there. So I feel like I'm sort of the bookends for the life of ILM. And what I'm going to say next is going to sound a lot like heresy. And you can boo me, or you can wait for Dennis. You can boo him. I prefer that, actually. But I have to say that I'm not sad to see this happen. And the reason is very simple. It has been like watching a very dear old friend die a slow, agonizing death. And I think that it's time to say goodbye. The work that was done here by all of you people and many who came before you will live forever on movie screens and TV screens till the end of time. And this is indeed hallowed ground. So I would just like to say, ILM Kerner, it's been a pleasure to know you. Thank you.
I want a huge thanks to Rose Degnan for putting on this event and all the other events that she's organized here before. She's a force of nature. God, we love you. I 45 years ago, after the success of Star Wars, ILM packed up and moved into this building next door. This building and some of the surrounding group became the home of an unprecedented collection of artists, filmmakers, engineers, and technicians dedicated to advancing the art and science of visual storytelling. Right over here, Sprocket Systems, where another group of passionate artists and technicians dedicated themselves to excellence in sound.
And we were all eager to do it, and it's been just an incredible time. And to see this is it's a pretty sad thing. I sort of agree with Joe that things do have to change, and we all know that. But, and to remember also that the buildings didn't do it. It was everybody here that did the work. And I think we but there is something hollow, right? He was saying, like Joe was saying here, that is really sort of, I don't know, sacred or whatever. I remember Ted Makey and I, and maybe, I don't know who else, maybe Tom Smith went down to LA. We toured Warner Brothers and looked at the sound stages because we were going to build this. And looked at kind of how big they are and the scaffold.
So many of you are my mentors. And then you became my friends and extended family. And I thank you, each and every one of you. Thank you.
Had a huge and transformative impact on the art and craft of filmmaking. It's kind of staggering to think, looking around the stage here, of the tens of thousands of blue screen, green screen, and effects elements that were photographed here. And those images live on in hundreds and hundreds of movies, thankfully. See Theater behind here. When I got here in 1987, that was still Sprockets, the Sprockets mix stage. It didn't take long until they moved it up to Skywalker. It became Skywalker Sound. But that's where all of the sound work was done originally here. And after that, we inherited it at ILM and had thousands and thousands and thousands of dailies and screenings and company meetings and all manner of things there.